Imagine leaving everything behind, your home, your language, your comfort zone, and starting over in a new land. For millions of Indians, that land was America. What began as a leap of faith has turned into one of the most inspiring success stories of our time, where Indian immigrants are not just surviving, but rising to the very top in technology, medicine, education, and business. Over the last few decades, the United States has gone through a major change shaped strongly by one of the most energetic immigrant communities in the world. Indian immigrants have been at the heart of this transformation, leaving a clear mark on America's economic, cultural, and social growth. From pushing forward progress in science, medicine, and technology to opening small businesses and stepping into politics, their presence is felt in nearly every area of American life. Their contributions extend into education, real estate, business, entertainment, and research, adding layers of richness to the country's story. Before we look at the 10 states where this impact is most visible, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more stories about communities that continue to reshape America's future. Florida has become one of the most inviting states for Indian immigrants, especially in cities like Miami, Orlando, Tampa, and Fort Lauderdale. The state's growing technology industry, strong health sector, and busy hospitality market have opened doors for students, professionals, and business owners from India. Hotels, gas stations, and convenience stores run by Indian families flourish here, creating jobs and helping Florida's local economy thrive. Culture is equally visible. Colorful celebrations of Holi and Diwali are now yearly events in cities like Tampa and Orlando, bringing together thousands of people from many backgrounds. Indian associations and temples also keep traditions alive, teaching children the language, dance, and music of their heritage. Florida's universities attract many Indian students who choose degrees in engineering, computer science, and medicine, with many staying after graduation to join the state's workforce and research community. Thanks to its warm climate and business-friendly approach, Florida continues to draw Indian families searching for professional success and a good lifestyle. This mix of opportunity and cultural support has turned Florida into a key hub for Indian immigrants. Georgia, especially the Atlanta area, has become another strong center for Indian communities in the southeastern United States. Atlanta's booming tech industry, supported by Fortune 500 companies and a lively startup culture, gives many chances for Indian experts in healthcare, IT, and engineering. Restaurants, banquet halls, and grocery stores owned by Indian families are now important parts of Georgia's economy. Festivals such as Durga Puja, Navratri, and Diwali are celebrated on a large scale, with temples and cultural centers in suburbs like Alpharetta, Johns Creek, and Decatur hosting big gatherings that draw thousands of people. Indian Americans are also becoming more active in politics and civic leadership, taking positions on local boards and councils. Young Indian students stand out in science competitions, debate contests, and robotics challenges, showing the community's strong focus on education. Affordable housing and plenty of job opportunities keep bringing new Indian immigrants into Georgia each year, helping shape the state's modern identity. Pennsylvania also has a growing Indian American population, especially in major cities like Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Harrisburg. The state's healthcare system depends heavily on Indian-origin doctors, nurses, and specialists working in respected hospitals and medical schools. Outside of medicine, Indian immigrants are making their mark in finance, engineering, and pharmaceuticals, adding both diversity and expertise to Pennsylvania's economy. Universities in Pittsburgh and Philadelphia have become homes for many Indian scholars, leading advanced research in biotechnology, artificial intelligence, and materials science. Businesses owned by Indians, from small family shops to large companies, bring in revenue and create local jobs. Cultural life is active too. Pennsylvania hosts Bollywood dance nights, Holi runs, and big Diwali events that open Indian traditions to larger audiences. Indian associations work with local governments to support cultural exchange, education, and community service, which strengthens bonds between Indian immigrants and other residents in the state. Washington state, with its tech-focused economy, has attracted a steady stream of Indian professionals, especially in the Seattle and Redmond areas. Global companies such as Boeing, Amazon, and Microsoft employ thousands of Indian engineers, IT developers, and researchers. Many have risen to top leadership positions and are shaping technology on a worldwide scale. Indian grocery shops, vegetarian restaurants, and community centers are thriving in places like Bellevue, Bothell, and Kirkland. The Pacific Northwest is also home to one of the biggest Diwali celebrations on the West Coast, bringing together people from all backgrounds. Families emphasize education strongly, and Indian students often rank among the best in schools across Washington. Real estate is another area where Indian immigrants are leaving their mark, from housing investments to business complexes, fueling the state's urban growth and development. Massachusetts has long been a top choice for Indian immigrants because of its world-famous universities and research centers. Large Indian communities thrive in Boston, Worcester, and Cambridge, where many professionals, academics, and students are active in biotechnology, education, and medicine. Hospitals across the state benefit from the expertise of Indian-origin doctors and specialists, while collaborations between US and Indian researchers have led to discoveries in renewable energy, medicine, and artificial intelligence. The state's innovation hubs have also seen Indian entrepreneurs starting successful businesses. Cultural life is strong too, with Indian dance shows, film festivals, and music concerts drawing crowds every year. Community groups also offer cultural classes, youth programs, and language lessons, keeping younger generations connected to Indian traditions while growing up in America. California is home to one of the largest Indian immigrant populations in the country and stands as the state where their influence is most visible. Major hubs like Los Angeles, San Jose, Fremont, and the Bay Area have been transformed by Indian contributions. Silicon Valley especially has been reshaped by Indian talent, with Indian-origin CEOs running world-leading companies such as Adobe and Google. Thousands of entrepreneurs are also starting businesses that push technology forward. California's education and healthcare systems have been strengthened by Indian doctors, academics, and scientists. Fremont and Sunnyvale host some of the biggest Diwali festivals in the country, drawing tens of thousands of people and giving a major boost to the local economy. Indian-owned businesses, from restaurants and boutiques to grocery chains, have become mainstream successes. Indian investors have also reshaped housing markets by developing neighborhoods, rental properties, and commercial projects, helping to grow California's economy even further. Texas has quickly grown into one of the most popular states for Indian immigrants, offering strong job opportunities, affordable living, and a welcoming business climate. Cities like Houston, Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio have become major centers where Indian professionals thrive in healthcare, energy, information technology, and education. The state has also seen a rise in Indian-owned hotels, gas stations, and retail stores, which play a major role in strengthening the local economy. Texas hosts large-scale Diwali festivals and cultural fairs, which bring together diverse groups and showcase Indian traditions. Indian students in Texas universities continue to stand out in engineering, medicine, and computer science, often staying in the state to work in its growing industries. Affordable housing, strong universities, and thriving job markets continue to make Texas a powerful magnet for Indian families searching for success and stability in America. Over the past 2 decades, metropolitan regions like Houston, Dallas, Austin, and Irving have become home to flourishing communities of Indian professionals and business owners. The growing energy sector, expanding technology field, and strong medical system have opened countless opportunities. Houston's medical district by itself employs thousands of Indian-origin doctors, researchers, and specialists who provide crucial services to millions of patients each year. Indian-owned grocery stores, restaurants, and franchise chains are well established across Texas, serving both authentic flavors and innovative blends of cuisines. Major community groups host large Diwali festivals, Navratri dances, and cultural showcases that encourage interaction among different communities while keeping Indian heritage alive. The blend of career opportunities, affordable housing, and a rich cultural environment continues to make Texas a magnet for Indian immigrants, further strengthening the state's vibrant economy. Texas has also seen notable political engagement from Indian Americans, with several community members now serving in city governments, school boards, and local civic bodies. The state's supportive business environment has allowed many to build thriving companies in finance, logistics, and technology, which in turn create jobs and contribute to overall growth. This mix of entrepreneurship and civic activity shows the strong and evolving role of Indian immigrants in Texas. New Jersey is often called the heart of Indian American culture on the East Coast. Towns such as Edison, Jersey City, Iselin, and Parsippany are home to some of the country's largest and most active Indian communities. Its proximity to New York City provides immense professional opportunities while also allowing families to build stable cultural and financial roots in suburban neighborhoods. Indian-owned businesses here succeed in fields like IT services, consulting, retail, transport, and hospitality. The well-known Little India in Edison remains one of the most colorful Indian shopping districts in the United States. With sparkling jewelry stores, sari boutiques, sweet shops, and authentic restaurants, it has grown into a major commercial and cultural hub. Temples and cultural organizations across the state host grand Diwali events, Ganesh celebrations, Chath Puja, and holy festivals that attract visitors from surrounding states. New Jersey's property market has also been strongly influenced by Indian buyers who actively invest in homes, apartments, and commercial spaces. Education is another defining strength of the Indian community in New Jersey. Students often excel in competitive schools and universities, earning recognition in science fairs, robotics competitions, and research projects. This shared focus on academic achievement and cultural continuity has built a thriving environment where tradition blends seamlessly with modern progress. New York has a long and rich history of Indian migration, with roots going back to the early 1900s, but its community has expanded dramatically in recent decades. Today, neighborhoods in Queens, such as Jackson Heights, Flushing, and Richmond Hill, stand as lively hubs of Indian American life. Across Manhattan and the outer boroughs, Indian-owned spice markets, travel agencies, boutiques, and restaurants are now an essential part of the city's cultural and culinary identity. Indian professionals in New York have left a deep mark in industries like banking, media, healthcare, and technology. Many are professors, researchers, and medical specialists in top-ranked institutions across the city. Bollywood film premieres, Indian fashion showcases, and large cultural parades frequently energize Manhattan, drawing tourists and creating opportunities for cultural exchange. The Indian consulate in New York is among the busiest in the world, helping to build economic links between Indian firms and American corporations. Beyond professional success, Indian families have invested heavily in housing and real estate, revitalizing entire neighborhoods in Queens, Brooklyn, and Long Island. Their political involvement has also grown, with more candidates entering races for city council, state assembly, and other public offices. This civic presence shows the enduring bond Indian Americans have with their adopted city. Illinois, particularly the Chicago area, has experienced strong growth in its Indian immigrant population. Devon Avenue in Chicago, widely known as Little India, is famous for its long stretch of Indian shops, sari outlets, jewelry stores, and authentic eateries. The district has become both a cultural anchor for Indian Americans and a unique attraction for visitors who want to experience global cuisine and traditions. Indian professionals have also established themselves prominently in Chicago's healthcare, engineering, and information technology sectors. Hospitals and clinics employ a large number of Indian-origin doctors and specialists, while local tech companies depend heavily on the skills of Indian software experts and analysts. This professional influence has made Illinois a hub for diverse talent and innovation. Education is another strong point, with Indian families contributing to some of the state's top student achievements. Children regularly excel in math, science, and academic competitions. Community groups like the Federation of Indian Associations play a central role in hosting large events, such as the annual India Day Parade, which brings in tens of thousands of participants. These events not only celebrate heritage, but also stimulate the state's economy through tourism, dining, and cultural exchange. The impact of Indian immigrants goes well beyond settling in just these states. They have reshaped communities in ways that affect the entire nation. Their role can be seen in technology, medicine, education, politics, and cultural life, proving how immigration nurtures creativity, strengthens neighborhoods, and opens doors for the next generation. Indian immigrants have contributed to America's growth by combining entrepreneurial drive, professional excellence, cultural pride, and civic responsibility. Their story is not only about success within their own communities, but also about creating opportunities and connections that benefit society at large.